Hello, thank you for watching Lee and the 5D. This is Lee, and I just want to talk to you guys. Um, my channel is or was tarot. So, as you know, we are all ever changing, and I have just decided to step away from doing tarot, and I just want to talk to you guys about, a little about my journey and um, some things to look for or to help you on your journeys, hopefully. And I'm going to do that while I fill some orders. Right now, I'm doing some earrings. But what led me really to do this video was because I did want to talk about how, on my journey, personally, I feel like I was led to do tarot. Tarot was basically a vehicle to get me to where I'm supposed to be in life. I was definitely always supposed to be helping people. Um, but my issue was that I was, I guess, confused or not trusting how to tap into my own intuition. So I always felt like I was pretty intuitive, but my issue was just trusting myself and not knowing that, the thoughts that I was having were right. I did see that a lot of things that I thought or situations I've gone through, if I thought about it or something like that and went a different way, I always was like, oh well, I should have just listened to my gut or whatever. And this isn't anything that's just for me. Everyone has intuition. Everyone has to learn to know how to tap into it, how to listen to your gut. Your gut, in my opinion, is your first brain, because you walking into a situation and you don't know what you're walking into, but your gut will tell you, like, if you start to get butterflies or queasy or anything like that, that is your gut trying to signal you to pay attention to whatever the situation may be. So if it's like a bad situation, you could get like your stomach could drop, or you just feel nauseous or anything like that. Like, that's your gut telling you that you need to run away. Or basically like how you feel when you're around certain people. It will start in your gut. If your gut is telling you that the person isn't right, you should listen. Or if it's telling you to leave a situation, you should listen. Always listen to your gut. So basically that's what I feel like I've kind of been ignoring for a while. So in 2016 is when I guess picked up my first tarot cards and started to um you know try to read them. So I've I grew up going to church and all that kind of stuff, but a year before, I started, like around 2014 or 15, so when I started questioning everything. Started questioning, if am I following the right person? Is the church um the place I should be? Like, stuff like that. So after doing like some, researching some things and doing a lot of reading, is basically what I came upon was, you know, there is truth in everything. I believe all religions have some sort of truth in them, and I believe that everyone, no matter what road you take, we're all going to the same place. We're all going to the same God. It doesn't matter what you call him. It doesn't matter how you subscribe. We're all going to the same place. And it's okay if someone doesn't follow the same path as you. Um, so yeah, my belief is, if you have to believe in something. If you don't believe in something, like I don't know what to say for your soul, but I feel like everyone should believe in some type of higher power. And if you don't, then what do you believe in? It's like, have you done research yourself to know where you should be going, what you should be following? But yeah, after I got into doing the tarot, I started to trust my intuition a little bit more. And then how everything happens in due time, or it's like the tarot helped me to get the keys to unlock another door. So after I started reading tarot is when I really started to, I guess you can say, go into isolation, or if tarot, hermit mode. I started to learn how to be with myself in my own company. And this is, years after I started the tarot, but, this is with everyone. This is around the time the COVID was happening. So everyone had to learn how to cope in their own company, how to be inside, how to, be still, not have to go outside, or, have the type of life that you knew. You had to learn how to live different. So I started to do that. And then after COVID, around 2021, or the end of 2021, going into 2022, is when I had a situation in the apartment building that I was living in. They had the owner, the company that owned the building, basically, it was gentrification that was happening in my neighborhood. And they basically told everyone that they had to move out of the building. They told us that we would be okay when we moved, and we'd be able to find housing and everything like that. But, once everything was said and done, that's not what happened. They put it on everyone's record that we were evicted. And this was right after COVID was happening, when people weren't paying rent and landlords were fed up. So it was extremely hard to find somewhere to stay because of that eviction. It took me 8 months to be able to find somewhere to stay. I was staying with my aunt and my mom, sleeping on couches, my kids sleeping on couches and floors and everything like that. Like, that was a major, some people would look at it as a bad situation, but I feel like spiritually it helped me to grow more, because I was able to do more isolating, not just from the outside world, but from the things that I hold dear. So I wasn't really talking to anyone. I wasn't on social media. I shut out everything. I was in complete isolation, except for the people in my surroundings, which were my immediate family. And that helped me to this day. I still know how to sit with myself. I don't remember the last time I was bored. I honestly do not. I don't get bored. I always have something to do. They say idle hands are the devil's playground, or something like that. But my hands are always busy. I'm a creative, so I always find something to do, with my hands. Or if I'm not learning, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos where I'm, learning. And I did used to watch tarot, but now I've escalated to watching things more spiritual based. Like, I was watching more popular tarot readers and stuff like that on YouTube, but then I graduated, or moved on to watching more spiritual based tarot. My favorite tarot reader is Shavi Zane. She's excellent. I don't know if she's one of the more popular tarot readers, but she's definitely one of the most tapped in. If you guys watch tarot, you should definitely go check her out. But yeah, I started watching her videos, and then from there I started watching more videos where it would, more teachings, like 19 Keys. That's one of the They're people that I like to watch because it's spiritual based, and it's also teaching you how to elevate yourself, not only spiritually, but like financially, how to move in this world today, because a lot of things are changing. So everything that I went through was for a reason. I don't look back and be like, oh, I wish I didn't go through that. That was such a bad time. I don't do none of that. It was all a lesson. And I thank God truly for, in that time, me having a place to be able to lay my head comfortably, and my kids, and we were warm, and as it was cold outside, but we didn't have any of that. We were being fed and everything. Like, we didn't have to worry about that. Like, it's not like I didn't have money. I had money. We were able to eat and all things like that. I just didn't have my own space. So growing out of that, it taught me to be able to isolate more from not just the outside world, but like I said, from things and people that I love. I do love social media, but it can be a huge distraction. So I had to learn how to be able to shut that off when need be. And people, because me being an empath, I naturally attract people who, are drawn to wanting to tell me their life story, or to basically dump on me. Like, don't get me wrong, being an empath it has its, its upside. Being able to not just sympathize, but empathize with people, because there is a difference. Sympathy is just, you may feel bad in the moment, it's surface level, but being an empath, you actually feel people's pain. So it's like going deeper into being able to feel, for people. And I'm sorry, y'all, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I was able to learn how to be able to cut myself off from being the person that people always called on when they were down. Because, mind you, in this time, it's like I was dealing with people who, yeah, they want to vent to me and everything like that, but it was never any reciprocation on the good things. Like, they would call me to vent, but we weren't going out to do things together. We weren't having fun together. It was always just people wanting to trauma bond, and I had to learn how to cut that off. Like, now someone does that, I will get to them when I'm ready. I don't feel the need or the urgency to always jump when someone feels like they need to release. Because being an empath, you also have to protect yourself from those energies, because you pick that up, and you cannot walk around carrying your own baggage and carrying other people's baggage. It's just way too heavy. So learning how to be able to distance from people who, you may love them, but you can love them from a distance. Okay. That's very important for anybody, not just an empath, but for anybody. You have to learn where to draw the line and have boundaries for people, because a lot of people will take advantage if you don't set those boundaries. And you definitely in these times have to learn how to distinguish a energy vampire, because that is basically the work of everything trying to work against you. That is part of it. Some people might not even know that they're an energy vampire. They just come around you, unload on you, and you're just giving them all your sympathy and empathy, and they're just soaking it up, and then you're feeling super drained after you're interacting with these people. You have to learn the difference from someone that is just needing to get something out, or somebody that, does it because they are trying to gain energy or trying to drain your energy, because it's not necessarily someone doing it because they need something from you. It could be them doing it because they don't want you to get something for yourself. Because, if you don't have any energy to do anything after you finish interacting with these people, their mission is complete. Because let's just use, for example, you want to go to apply for college, right? And you have to go down there and put in your papers and everything before the semester starts, so you can, do what you need to do in your journey. But then you have someone who comes along and they're like, oh, this happened to me today. Can you, come over? Can you help me with this? Can you blah, blah, blah? And then once you're done with them, you either don't have the time to do what you need to do for yourself, to go down to the college to put in those papers, or you don't have the energy to do it because you just wasted it all on them. And they have what they needed. They got what they needed emotionally or physically from you, and now you're missing deadlines, and you don't have what you need, or what you the things that you want to achieve. So you have to learn how to tell these people that are in your energy, because everyone is going to have energy vampires around them. It doesn't matter who you are. You just have to learn how to deal with them. And some of them may need to be dealt with at a distance or not at all. So it's all really upon, again, your intuition. Listen to your intuition. What is your gut telling you about these people? And you just have to be able to isolate, and how to not have FOMO, like fear of missing out. If you don't go out to the club one night, what are you missing that you didn't miss the last week? It's the same situations. Same thing happened in a club. Most likely the same people. It's nothing. You're not missing anything. It's just something that you feel that you're missing, because it's something that is you not being able to sit with yourself. Being able to sit with yourself is a superpower. Because, what if everything, like, take COVID again? What if that happened again? Like, what if a situation happened like that where you have to isolate? A lot of people were going crazy because they had to be by themselves, or they couldn't go outside. And a lot of the people in the Bible, when they were able to hear God, they were sitting by themselves. They were isolating. You have to be able to sit with yourself so you can get those messages that you need to be able to know the path you're supposed to be on, to know your purpose. People are walking around here not knowing their purpose. It's important to know what you're supposed to be doing in life, or you'll end up doing someone else's work. It's just like a job. There's a company, there's a boss that's basically sitting comfortable, living comfortably, and has all these workers, and the workers are stressed out and doing all the work for the boss, getting paid minimal, and they don't have everything that they need in life because they're working for the boss, making ends meet, stuff like that. Be your own boss. You have to learn how to be your own boss. In these times that we're in now, where you need like 2 or 3 jobs just to survive, just to be comfortable, just to feed your family, it's time to have something of your own. They are, with all this AI and everything that's happening, They have like a third internet or something like that now, where you can own your own domain. You can own your own section of the internet. Like, there's so many things happening right now. And it's time to learn how to do stocks, how to get residual income, not just, working or having a job for yourself, but having these side incomes coming in to be able to build the generational wealth that you need. There's just like, times are moving so fast now. Like, everyone has to just get with the times. You have to learn to adjust, how to adapt. So I'm truly grateful for the things that I've gone through that taught me how to be better spiritually, how to sit with myself, how to, not be bored, how to not need to be around people to feel complete. Like, I've been single for years now. I don't have a man. I did have a situationship some years ago, but that's a whole nother story. I'm not even gonna get into that. But yeah, being not only single, but abstaining. I've been abstinent for a little over 3 years now. So it's like, being able to sit with yourself is going to, it's gonna help you to be able to get the things that you need inside. It's gonna allow you to be able to get the messages that you need spiritually. You need to be able to hear God. You need to be able to see the directions that He's pointing you in, or to learn how to read the signs that you're getting from Spirit. And to trust to also in Spirit, and to know that regardless of the situation that you're in, they're not going to let it get to where, it's detrimental to you, to your life. If you're meant to be here, they're going to support you. If if you're, what's the word? If they, I guess if I don't want to say worthy, but if they see you trying to do the work, and they see you trying to get to, even asking questions, because they are here to assist, and they want you to ask questions. So they'll give you those signs if you ask the questions. You just know how, you have to learn how to read everything once all this starts happening. Like, I know where I want to be in life, but I haven't gotten there, and I know why. It's because I have a fear of showing myself. So this is another reason why I'm doing these videos, because when I was doing tarot, it was only my hands. No one saw me. No one saw my face. It was just a voice and hands and cards. So I want to be in a position where I'm able to help people on a larger scale. And I can't do that hiding myself. How are you going to help anybody if you're just in your shell? You can't. No one's going to see you. You're not going to see anybody. You're not going to know who to help. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help anyone else. So I'm doing this to step outside of my comfort zone, so I can get to where I want to be in life. And we'll see where it goes, because I'm trying to make this like a journey. And I want to take everyone with me on this journey. I want people to see from, I'm not necessarily saying I'm on the bottom, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be with my business, spiritually, physically. I want to work on myself physically as well. I want to lose some weight. I do have issues with being able to eat properly. I do eat, stuff that I'm not supposed to eat sometimes. For the most part, I do try to, get in the healthy stuff. I do take my vitamins and things like that, but I want to be able to eat clean. And I don't eat pork. I try not to eat as much beef, but I do eat it sometimes. But I want to be able to not eat beef at all. I want to be able to think clearly. And another issue that I have, I have ADHD. Like, so my attention, like, I will hyper focus. I need to know how to allocate my time better and not stay so stuck on one thing. Like, I don't know, it's a lot of work that I have to do myself, like everyone else. And I want to be able to do this with someone, so I'm gonna do it with you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm here for. I just wanted to tell you a little bit of my story, and to I'm going to be able to, show you guys my process and some of the creative things that I do. And I'm going to talk. That's what this is going to do. That's what this channel is now. It's not going to be tarot anymore. It's going to be me being creative and talking to you guys about things. So yeah, I hope you guys decide to stick with me on this journey. And I hope you got a little something from this message. And I will see you in the next video.